I don't know if I contributed to this. I'm sorry if so.
I'm giving it a 15%.
Nah. So everyone is saying Morbius is a bad movie. And because of that reason, I wasn't planning to watch the movie at all. But before that, when I saw the trailer, I thought it was going to be very good because I've never seen Morbius in the comics. And I'd love to see how Marvel would implement the general monsters into a universe. And I guess that was where the first misstep was taken. Many people expected Spider Man to be in the movie because they faked it in the trailer. I think it was a good movie on its own, but I can see how some people would find that annoying when you're going to watch something and it turns out not the way you were expecting. But in my case, because I thought it was going to be really bad, it was a good thing. I think the effects were for the most part really good, but that could also be because I was watching The Arrow and The Flash before it. So let's say a few things about the storyline. One, it's too fast. I watch it 2 times the speed. They say it's all over the place. Yes, but IRL isn't also a perfect story. It's also all over the place. And I think there were many things that could be done different, but in general, I just liked it. How Jared Leto is as a person, I wouldn't say it's a good thing, but if you hire Jared Leto, you have to know a little bit what you get yourself into. He hasn't been the most amazing human being before. Now, I do think the idea was very different than the final product. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think it would even be better if there was more of it. Because when I was watching it, the not everything all coming together and the ending, I think it would be perfect for a first episode in a series. And maybe then the Spider-Man would be possible. I think people are too hard on the movie itself. I don't think the best movie I've ever seen, definitely not. But it's certainly not as bad as people make it out to be. It's almost the reason I didn't watch the movie at all. Well, it's still a Marvel movie, so you shouldn't think too hard about it? It's still going to be a bit of, wait, that doesn't make sense. But in the comics, this, or in the comics, that. Now, the post-credit scenes is something I don't like. The post-credit scenes is bad, but that shouldn't matter for the movie itself. Like Venom 2, when the Venom guy is like, oh my god, in what universe am I? Oh, Spider-Man. Doesn't matter. It's not a movie I would recommend to anyone, but it's definitely not a movie I would turn down to watch again. But I also want to say I watch movies and series many times, so that could just be me. But liking the movie is also just me, apparently. I know this is a controversial take. I think the internet just likes to be mad. I know, and maybe they'll. Now, one of the reasons why people could be mad about the movie is it's very different than they expected, but two, because it's just different in general, and people don't like when new changes are happening because big because because people are fucking stupid.